Republican Congressman Byron Donalds of Florida. All right, Congressman, the GAO, the Government Accountability Office, is reporting $320 million in stolen benefits between October of 2022 and December of 2024. I mean, the numbers are absolutely stunning. What can and what should we do about it?
Well, it's absolutely correct. There is rampant fraud and abuse in the SNAP program, as well as a lot of other government programs, primarily because Democrats have always fought us on trying to have simple, common sense provisions so that you can actually check that people are receiving the benefits that they're supposed to be receiving, and also making sure that people are eligible for these benefits. And then the last one, simple common sense, that you don't have fraudsters abusing the system. But they don't want to do simple checks in these programs. This is the reason you have rampant fraud. This is the changes that need to happen, are what the president is outlining in his agenda bill we passed earlier this year. We made sure that there were the capabilities to put in these common sense fraud checks so that we can make sure that these systems aren't being abused, and that Americans who actually are in need, they're getting the help that they need at this point in time. Other big thing in these programs, the amount of illegal aliens who've gotten some of these benefits from state officials in California, Illinois, New York, etc. All that's got to be wrapped up, and we got to make sure that that's not being utilized in our systems going forward.
Well, you've earned a great reputation of being a financially oriented person, and both those things make total sense to me. And I want to highlight what's going on in Minnesota, because Governor Tim Walz, he's at the center of a widening COVID fraud scandal. House Majority Whip, your colleague, Tom Emmer, commented on it today. Have a listen.
Tim Walz has done nothing. Tim Walz has not held one person in his administration accountable for $1 billion of fraud. And my question now is, this isn't just negligent incompetence, Bill. Somebody is complicit in this.
Sounds like Kamala's former running mate has a bit of an issue on his hands, Congressman.
No, he's got a big issue on his hands, and my colleague, Mr. Emmer, is absolutely correct. Tim Walz hasn't been managing his state very effectively, and if they were abusing COVID funds going into the hands of radical front groups and other situations like that, he's got to be held accountable, and so does the state of Minnesota. These are taxpayer dollars. It's coming from all of the American people. Joe Biden and the Democrats threw COVID money out hand over fist. It actually created the greatest inflation we've seen in our country in almost 40 years. And then now we're finding out, surprise, surprise, there was a lot of waste in what they did, and there was a lot of fraud in what they did. So I applaud the investigation into the state of Minnesota. We're not going to be wasting taxpayer money. The dollars of the American people are going to go to the people who need it, who truly are in need, not to these front groups who are fraudulently taking dollars from the taxpayers.
Yeah, that approach is totally lost on the Democrats. They're prohibiting the money that was allocated for them to actually go to the people that are actually in need. That's the cruel irony of their position. Congressman Byron Donalds of the great state of Florida, thank you. All right.